Welcome into KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week, presented by Tab Bank. As RPI came out this week, we figured what better way to kick off than having 1 versus 2. Thank you for joining us, everyone. My name is Dane Stewart. Please be joined by Scott Kellner. Scott, Olympus ranked number 1, Alta ranked number 2. Big-time matchup coming up for us here on this Friday night.
Yeah, really excited to be here with you, Dan. Excited for this matchup. This is, I think, going to be a really competitive game between Olympus and Alta. Looking at their records overall, Olympus 6-1 on the season, Alta 6-1 on the season. When you look at their common opponents, Olympus 3-1, Alta 2-1. Looking at Olympus, great loss. Lost to Corner Canyon 11-3 earlier in the season. Alta also lost to Corner Canyon earlier in the season. Wins for both teams against Bountiful, wins for both teams against West. It'll be interesting to see how this game plays out. I think the defense for Olympus is going to be critical. There's some high-powered offensive players for this Alta team, led by Massey, Hiroba, a couple of guys that are really great shooters and dodgers. And the face-off X will be interesting as well.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. It's kind of strength against strength. The offense of Alta, I mean, through 7 games, they've scored 111 goals going up against this Olympus defense, which they've been very strong defensively this year. As the opening face-off procedure will give it to the Titans. As your starting goalies today for Olympus will be the sophomore Andrew Borden. And meanwhile, the goalie for Alta will be the senior Colton Tueller. As Olympus here starting with Schlendorf.
Schlendorf, really physical, aggressive player. Really likes to put his head down and use his body.
Here's Klinger, one of the top scorers for Olympus this year. Tried to play that over with Bynum, and that pass off the mark. It'll head to Alta.
I think that was, you could maybe knock that up to the sun.
Yeah.
A little bit of tough sun just creeping down behind the stadium here.
Yep, you can see the shadows. We probably got another 20, 30 minutes to deal with it, and that's where behind the goal is going to be real critical. Middle of the field, you kind of have the stadium to help, but behind the goals, it's going to be a little tricky. Here is Staker coming up for Alta. He'll take the shot, and the first goal of the game going the way of the Hawks. Brooke Staker Jr., the senior, with the goal.
Just going early, kind of an S-dodge around the defender into the middle of the field. Slide wasn't there. Defense not quite set up. Ball coming down in transition, and he gets that one to go past the sophomore, Andrew Borden.
And if you're Alta, you got to love that sign for the Hawks. They've got 4 different players that have scored double figures goals through the first 7 games. Staker's not. That's just his 5th goal. So you get good support scoring with the offensive power that you have out there. That's a good sign for Alta here at home. Torino with the face-off win for the Hawks. As this is Braxton Hiroba, their top point man and scorer. 34 goals, 13 assists. As Stout with it here for the Hawks. Will receive this back. Mentioned not only 1 versus 2 tonight, but a region matchup between these two. Is Lyman looking up that right alley. Nice help there from Aki. Coming around the cage. This is Hiroba. That one able to be denied. Is Olympus here working on the clear. This is Taylor. He'll feed over. Schlendorf could not gather. And now Alta coming the other way with Fredley.
Yeah, Schlendorf wishes he could take that one back. He was wide open in front of the goal. That would have been an easy finish for him.
Yep. Had a great situation set up. Just a tad off. Stout having to deal with Oki. Lyman. Hiroba's sitting right at the midline. Waiting to see if they'll bring him up. They're locking him off.
Yeah, it looks like they're deciding to lock him off. So they're just electing to go 5-on-5, just taking him out of the play, giving the other offensive players more space to operate.
Here's Staker. Work back at X with Stout. Now you see Braxton's come up. Traffic jam there, kept by the Hawks, as this is Beckham Hiroba. Beckham, the sophomore, he'll take that shot, is wide and backed up.
Alta being pretty patient with this. Oh, it's going to be, oh, yeah, sorry, staying Alta ball. Being patient with this offensive set. Trying to make sure they get a high-quality look. Focusing on matchups.
Braxton coming around, going 5-hole. Boy, what a quick trigger there for Braxton Haroba as he nets his first tonight.
There's a little pick and roll behind the goal. Defense elects not to switch. Gets a step on his man, just turns around the corner. Gets that one to go past Borden.
Tell you the other thing about Alta, just looking at him here quickly, first time I've seen them in person, they look big, Scott, don't they?
Yeah. Stout, number 7. He is a stout player.
Yes, he is. This face off.
Oh, that was a loose
Scrap
ball
here.
push.
Thought so.
No call.
And it is gathered by Alta. This is Massey.
One of the players that you want to keep an eye on is number 10, Massey. He's got a great left-handed shot on the run.
He's one of the players that Olympus was focused on, trying to take away or minimize here tonight. As this one will stay here.
Yeah, nice shot by Haroba. Just getting his stick upfield, getting his hands free. Able to get the shot off. It was a nice look. Just wide of the goal.
Here's Anthony. Apologies for our clock issue. We're working on getting that resolved for you. Just our first quarter here. To the middle. Wind up a shot going top side, and Borden there with the save.
Yeah, it's nice. Great move by Massey to get in the middle of the field. That's exactly what he's known to do. If he changes planes with that shot, that's a good chance of going.
Savas will take a shot. That was off the mark and backed up.
Backed up by Rossi, the freshman.
We did have a flag here on the play. This was behind. And this is going to be a man-up situation here for Olympus as Braxton Haroba called for the penalty.
Ball's going to start outside the box with Rossi, the only freshman starting for this Olympus team, the younger brother of Cam Rossi.
I figured it probably was, but
Yeah.
I didn't want to presume.
One of the great players at Westminster and a former Olympus Titan.
Worked over with Thompson. He'll take the shot, and that did not get through. Was stopped en route by Morris. And now Tuller with a chance to clear for Alta. Trying to come ahead. Hurst. Drop that back. I felt like that could be a big moment for Olympus to get a goal on the man up. They cannot, and now it's Alta on the other end.
Yeah, Alta's defense has been playing really well, not giving anything easy. And then a nice job on the clear, too. Something I know Olympus definitely emphasizes a lot is rides, clears, ground balls. Usually a very effective riding team. Alta's done a good job clearing the ball so far.
Haroba back from his time served. And here will come a flag on this play, so Haroba still with it.
Schlendorf being very physical.
Yeah. Well, hey, I mean, if you're going to get called, might as well try to take advantage, right? And there's the possession. And Alta prepared to go man up for their first time tonight. Push the call here on Schlendorf. Just a 30-second technical. As Massey will start things off. Worked over with Blackham. Massey on that angle. Good stick work there by Parker.
Forced to the crease. Borden's out of the goal. He tries to sweep it as he realizes the ball's not going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, really didn't have an option there, right? Here's Beckham. Thought about the shot. Still with it. Boy, crafty move, and that denied. Boy, Borden, a great job shutting down that near post.
Ah, the sun.
So back to Alta it goes as you see those shadows continuing to trickle across the field. But not quickly enough for Olympus. The second turnover. They'll come back at X. Blackham using the screen. Takes the shot, and that was wide. And, yeah, good chase and win there for Borden.
Borden playing with a lot of heart so far.
Yeah.
You know, working hard, backing up shots.
How do you try to get this Olympus offense to free up here, Scott? They haven't had a lot of possession, and when they have, they haven't really been able to get a lot of good looks.
Well, I think what they have to do is they have to try to push the ball in transition and try to make something happen. They had that great opportunity in earlier with Schlendorf just on the clear, wide open, just couldn't handle the pass. So I think just, focus on keeping the passes in the box, moving the ball, pushing in transition, try to create some offense that way. Alta's defense in the settled 6-on-6 has been very good so far. And so I think you got to try to find other ways to create goals, ride hard, push the ball in transition, try to force some turnovers, and then just be disciplined on offense. And Olympus offense has the great sets, great plays. They're well coached. So just run the offense.
Here's Thompson. He's got a little room here. Boy, that one, maybe some contact there as he was releasing that.
Yeah, I think just the defender kind of got on his stick a little bit. Ended up like a little bit of a beach ball shot.
Or a Dane shot. That's what my shot would look like, right? So it's not good for anybody.
Maybe you could set up another with Fremont and another.
We saw how that turned out last year, right? My save percentage is like .003. So
I just want to hear the yelp again.
It's out there. Here's Alta setting things up. I had people ask me, was that real? You bet it was. Hurst. Massey coming near side. Anthony continuing to be worked around here. 3 to go in our opening quarter. 2-0 Alta. Scored those 2 quick goals. Since then they've had a lot of possession, but haven't been able to beat Borden. Staker. Massey down that alley.
Nice.
Takes the shot on the goal. First of the game for JJ, and it's 3-0.
I could see why Massey was in the scouting report, just between his left and his right hand. He's so quick and shifty. Catches that in his left, splits to his right, down the alley. Great shot placement, low and away corners. Not much the defense can do, but just send a slide early. Just be ready to slide early. But when you have a player that can go both ways, it's hard to do that on defense sometimes.
Well, and even you send that slide early, there's other options you can go to. We talk about the depth of scoring that Alta has. It's a difficult matchup for anyone. This face-off, a win there for Batterman. See if Olympus can take advantage. This is Kai Rossi. Pushed out there, and we'll play with Klinger. Olympus bringing Thompson ahead. That shot backed up.
Nice iso move by Klinger, rolling back, getting it to his left hand, stick upfield. It was a great look. Just got to get that on cage.
Here is Brigham. Thompson using his body. He's got a little lane,
Boom.
going top shelf and scoring. Great look there for the junior Brigham Thompson for his first of the night.
Playing a little bully ball, just really lowering his shoulder, creating some separation between him and the defender. He's so tall. It's tough. Did a good job of hiding his stick, not making it easy for the goalie to track the shot, and gets that one to go.
And I just love the wherewithal of the junior to be like, hey, got to make a play, right? I can sense I got a size advantage, so didn't just mow the guy over, but enough to get separation, get that lane, and able to place it right over the shoulder there of Tuller. Schlendorf start things for Olympus. Boy, what a lift it could be for Olympus to have a strong final 2 minutes of this opening quarter. Klinger plays behind Rossi. Klinger again, working here against Aroba. That pass just couldn't quite be brought down. Trying to find Schlendorf. It's a nice idea.
It was a great cut by Schlendorf, just another, unfortunately, mishandled pass.
Oh, great find over to Massey, but taken away by the stick of Pugh. Here's Braxton. Have to see if they'll end up waiting for this final shot. Braxton will take it and backed up. Stout. Massey, 15 on the clock. Feeds to the middle. Haroba, the shot in the goal. Boy, what vision by Massey to find Braxton Haroba.
Yeah, just a beautiful kind of textbook Massey sweep across to his left. They send the slides. Haroba doing a good job. The two slide I feel like was there, but still finding that sort of soft spot in the defense and sort of able to handle the ball in traffic there and able to get the shot off quickly.
I'm a big hockey guy. I'm a hockey guy. That's the slot area, right? That's where you don't want it to go, especially for their leading scorer. Braxton's going to put that on cage, and it's a tough save. His second of the game makes it a 3-goal lead. Final seconds of the opening quarter. Goins will not get a look. The Ward there will give it to Olympus with 1 second left, and that'll do it. 4-1, Alta leading Olympus in this 1-versus-2 matchup on KSL Sports Game of the Week.
With a TabSpend checking account, you earn big rewards. It's hard to not make a scene.
Cash or card?
Oh, my card's right here.
That's a big card.
You should see how much it's earned me. Sorry, Grandma. TabSpend isn't just another checking account. It's packed with benefits.
How do I get one?
Just scan this QR code or go to tabbank.com. It's all online and super easy to get started.
Start of our second quarter, 4-1, Alta leading Olympus. Dane Stewart, Scott Kellner. Scott, your thoughts of that opening quarter?
Well, I felt like Alta was playing great team offense. Really just a lot of people dodge, pass, dodge. Really a lot of just textbook team offense, and it seemed like Olympus was playing a little bit more one-on-one, not doing a lot of passing after the dodge, and I think that's kind of what led to the score being 4-1. Also, Olympus struggling a little bit on the ride. Alta doing a great job on the clear, and I think if they continue to do that, that's going to lead to more possessions for them and more opportunities to score.
One thing for me, I felt like Alta had a lot more possession and didn't really turn it over, right? Olympus had a couple early turnovers. The sun is set, so...
Ooh, that was a goal by number 2.
That's scored. It did.
Yeah.
Haroba with the goal there. His third of the game, an early hat trick here for Braxton.
Just a great individual effort by Haroba, going down, kind of dodging from the wing trying to get underneath. Gets down right in front of the goal, kind of gets his shoulder around his defender, able to get his stick out in front and get the shot on goal and pass Borden.
Just his 37th goal of the year in game number 8.
And his
Not
second,
bad, right?
second goal tonight.
Third.
Third goal tonight. Third goal tonight.
This is why I left my cap in my car. I didn't want to throw it out on the field for Braxton. Hat trick? No? I thought that was creative, Scott.
I was checking my stats to see why I only had Aroba at 2 goals instead of 3. I had Massey for 2, so I think maybe I wrote down an assist for Massey.
As we've got, is that a failure? There's a plea for a timeout. I think the FAR official, they're going to give it to him. So just inside 11 to go, timeout. We'll step aside, be back. Alta leading Olympus 5-1 here in the second. Out of that timeout, Alta will maintain the possession. Here's Haroba. Braxton stepping up, and that shot deflected. We'll stay here. That's why you wear helmets right there, right?
Absolutely. That ball's going 80 miles an hour. Hard piece of rubber.
Wind up. That one high, backed up again. Braxton straight away will work to the angle. Tell you, there's a lot of ball movement with Alta. Braxton will take the shot here, and that fended off by Borden.
Yeah, it was a nice look up top. Braxton did a nice job trying to find the passing lane. Just step down, rip.
That ball's just not stagnant in this Alta offense.
Another good example of them playing team offense together.
Yep.
Moving the ball from side to side. Top to bottom.
Skip
no-looker.
across. Ooh, that might have hit off the post. That's a great look for Massey. He's just a sophomore.
Yeah, really impressed with Massey so far this game. Clearly talented with both hands.
And the chase there won by Borden.
Playing on ball, playing off ball. Assists, just a real well-rounded offensive player.
Yeah.
Plays down at attack, plays at the midfield.
So Olympus here coming ahead. Schlendorf. And a flag has come on here. I think it may be an offside. Olympus was pleading for it. They may have gotten it. Klinger working back up with Taylor. And that one dislodged. Alta will gather, and we will get the call. That is
offsides.
the call. So 32nd man up here for the Titans.
It's a good opportunity for them
Yeah.
to get another one on the board here in the second quarter. Their first man-up opportunity of the game.
And I was going to say one they probably have to take advantage of, right? Just with how tricky this Alta defense has been to work through. Thompson sends with Cochran. Oh, that pass just a touch behind him, trickling through. And that's going to be offside. Just a gaff there from Olympus, and they will give possession right back to the Hawks. Talk about some of the miscues. I haven't seen that from Alta today. They've been very sharp. Olympus has a couple of them.
Yeah.
Blackham will send this back up. Braxton to the middle. He'll take the shot. Oh, my goodness. Borden never saw that. I know that feeling, young man.
Yeah, just a quick 1-2 step with his left hand. Great shot placement off hip on Borden. And just such a quick release. Really tough for the defense and for the goalkeeper.
That was the moment when I let out the because that was a rocket.
That was, yeah.
And you could tell Borden just never saw that one.
Well, I mean, it's clear just why Braxton Haroba is the leading scorer
Yes,
on this team.
it is.
I mean, he's finishing inside. He's making plays for himself. Just scoring ISO, playing within the offense as well. Playing behind the goal, playing in front of the goal, coming out of the box from the midfield. It's just all over the field. Just like Massey, just a well-rounded offensive player. You put two guys like that together, it's going to create a really potent offense.
Well, and Blackham and Beckham Haroba aren't too bad offensively either. It's an offense with a lot of weapons for these Hawks. We talk about strength on strength for Alta. They have just 2 games where they haven't scored double figures. And that's, again, just speaks to some of the ability of this offense. Olympus just the 1 game where they scored in double figures. So, again, kind of different styles early on in the year. And the style of this Friday night certainly playing into the hands of the Alta Hawks. Nice feed right in front, but a stick check there, knocking it loose. I think that was Jackson Alcorn, sophomore defenseman. Alcorn had it there for a moment. Still a ground ball. Olympus trying to keep it here. But it is the sophomore who started, who's got it now for Alta.
Failure.
There's be failure, yep.
Once there's a change of possession, you only have 20 seconds to get it over the midfield line.
Oh, that hit off the post. Olympus saying that was in. Officials going to come together and converse. It certainly hit off iron. But did it hit the support on the floor, or was it off the post? And they're going to say it's a goal.
Well, I saw it's a tough call.
Very tough call.
The only thing that I saw the net move. And I couldn't tell if the goalie's helmet inadvertently touched the net or maybe the butt end of his stick. Definitely a tough call. I'm glad I'm not the referee.
I thought it looked like it crossed, but the way that it came out, I was like, I don't know what it would have hit, though. And so that's where, for me, it was confusing for me. The officials got together, came to a consensus, and good response there for Olympus.
And that's kind of what we were talking about a little bit in the first quarter. For Olympus to try to create some offense in different ways, there's the failure to advance, quick turnover, Olympus with the quick restart with the whistle just ready to attack the cage.
That's what I was going to say. There was no delay, right?
No
it's like,
delay.
Hey, we got an opportunity to go shoot.
Yep. They're going to have to do stuff like that to get back in this game.
6-2 as we approach the midway point of this second quarter. It's so interesting you look at this, not only this region, this classification. Well, we'll get back to that. Alta, we don't have time to talk about other things. Coming right in, it's Cole Lyman with his first goal tonight.
Just great shooting by Alta so far, really across the board from everybody. All of their shots are hitting pipes. Just really tough for the defense to do anything about that. Lyman just down the alley, creates a little bit of separation, and just a stinger in the top left.
I love that sound on a goal when it hits that pipe.
Oh,
it just
yeah.
kisses in, right? Like that's... Olympus here. Off the procedure, we'll start with it. Thompson. Trying to work around Perry. Cochran works with Rossi. Kai, not much room there. And this is going to be kept. Nope.
Can't have it go on your stick. which is actually pretty hard to do. It's kind of hard to save the ball from coming over the midfield line without it. The best thing to do is try to use the back of your stick maybe, but if that ball goes into your stick or if you have any kind of possession, which that was maybe a little bit, usually I feel like possession is maybe taking a cradle or having the ball, but still, over and back call because the ball went into the net.
There's a shot from the angle. Ooh. Alta once again. This one scored by Colby Blackham. We talked about the depth scoring. There it is for the Hawks.
That's my first goal for Blackham?
Yeah.
Is that what you have?
Yep.
Yeah, so they have five guys on the
Correct.
board. Horoba leading with 4. And then Hilbig, Massey, Lyman, and now Blackham.
That's depth.
That's depth.
You get your best scorer with 4 and 4 others with 1 apiece. 5 to go in the first half.
Do you lock off Horoba or do you try to get see if the other guys can beat you?
Well, I think that's what they tried initially, and worked to the benefit of Alta. As Hawks on the possession again, Blackham. Massey around that screen. You see the help coming over there by Schlendorf. As Alta will bring Stout ahead. Hogan. Works back at X. Nice job there by Schlendorf defensively, not give up ground and maintain his feet.
You can just see the ball movement for Alta is really crisp.
It's never stagnant. There's always a purpose.
Passes are sharp in the box.
A little lane there. They'll work back.
When I'm coaching the guys, I always, the goal is to be able to throw a 20-yard pass on a rope. And if you can't do that, then you need to work on your stick skills. And you can tell this Alta team has great stick skills.
Boy, Borden very aggressive. How about coming around the goal and then able to fight off that shot?
You're going to go ISO, shorty on shorty behind the goal here. With Lyman.
Yep. Taylor defending. Oh, coming around. Well, that was, I think, saved by Borden. Good look there for Alta.
Yeah, quick redirection. It was nice offense. Schlendorf moving staff.
Yeah, how about that, huh? Blackham. Here's Massey. You saw Horoba getting out of the way there. Massey. There's room. He'll shoot and score. JJ once again. It's 9-2 Alta.
Alta, I feel like we've seen that a couple of times. They like to throw it down to the wings and then kind of do like these pass down, pick down screens and then just sweeping over the top for the offense, for the offensive player, in this case Massey, to get his hands free.
And when you have accurate shooters, you could do that. I mean, we talk about Braxton, Horoba, JJ Massey. How about these numbers? Horoba coming into tonight a 420 shooting percentage, and Massey was a 485. So wow. I mean, when you have guys who can be accurate with their shot, you can you free up just a little bit of room and get on cage. And we've seen the kind of the bite that those shots have. It's tough to stop.
But it's nice to see Alta has this offense. I feel like it's really balanced between dodging down the alley combined with pick and roll. ISO dodging on shorties from behind the goal. It's just a really versatile team offense. A lot going on. Hard to game plan for.
We'll talk a little bit about this in this second half. I mean, this Alta team knew they were good. Seeing them, they are really, really good. Olympus having to find a way to mount a significant comeback here. We're just in the first half. Bynum working around, will shoot, and that is off target, but kept here, backed up by Olympus. And we'll get a flag coming in here. This will go on Alcorn. Alta fans didn't like that call. Called for the push. 32nd man up here for the Titans. Olympus. Send to Thompson. Back here to Brigham. About 10 seconds left on the man up.
Alta's man-down defense is flying around the field.
They did get a good look. There was a little lane there for Bynum, but Tuller able to make the save, and the time now served. Alta back to even strength as Titans on the run here once again. Boy, thought could maybe try to fit one into Southwick, but Olympus staying patient. Coming around, shot, and taken away by Tuller. 5-hole denied by the senior goalie. Here comes Perry. 35 seconds left in the first half. Long pull. He'll take the shot on the goal. It is Spencer Perry with his first goal. 10-2 Alta. Sometimes it's just your night. And for Alta, it feels like it's just their night right now.
I mean, this is a big game. There's a lot. We were talking earlier about how this schedule works in this region, and they only get to play each other once in the regular season. And so every game at this point in the season really matters, particularly.
Well, and I think the other thing, too, guys, when you look at this region is Brighton Park City, the other two, they played this week. And so this is a way to get or to stay even amongst the top of that region, knowing you only have so many chances. As a timeout taken here with 17 seconds left, we will step aside. Final moments of this opening half when we come back. Alta leading Olympus 10-2. Final seconds of this opening half. Olympus possession. Coming down. Music's playing. See if they can give some jive to Olympus. 5 seconds to go. Clock running down. And they will not get a shot. And that will do it for the first half. 10-2 Alta with a dominative performance here in the first half. You're watching KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week presented by Tab Bank. Start our second half. Dane Stewart, Scott Kellner with you. 10-2 Alta. Boy, Scott, it has been an impressive performance from the Home Hawks.
Just really impressive performances from a lot of players on offense for the Hawks. I think one of the things that we were talking about during the break is just how impressed we are with the patience that Alta has on offense, really trying to work. And there we go. Olympus coming out, scoring early.
Well, that'll help. I mean, one of the things that we talked about was just
Aki, the junior.
Yeah, how do you get confidence going? And that's a good way to do it. First of the year for Thomas.
It's a little bit of what we were talking about. They need to be, especially now with start of the second half, they were down 8, now they're down 7. They got to be aggressive, and I think a good way to do that is in transition, off of face-offs. Great job by Thomas stepping up with the LSM, realizing nobody's stepping to him, having a clear shot at the goal. changing planes, great shot.
You know, one of the things Tim Haslam used to always say, lacrosse is a crazy game. You can score a lot of goals in no time, and you see that sometimes at college level. I love the energy Olympus came out with. They get that goal, the whole bench erupts. It's like they're still in this. They know it's not out of the realm of possibility, but that execution has to be like it just was in that first 15 seconds as Alta with possession here.
And I think speaking to trying for Olympus to try to keep this momentum going, Alta's been so patient on offense, really working to get these high-quality shots. They've been so effective at doing that. His Massey comes into the middle again. Kind of textbook Massey move right there. But the defense really needs to get a good stop here. They need to get a good stop here. They need to clear the ball and go down and get another good offensive possession to try to get the momentum going in their favor a little bit.
We talked about how unselfish this Alta offense looked. That's a great example. Heroba's down below the goal. Skips it across, gets a good look for Massey as this shot might have been deflected by Borden. It'll stay here. And this is where Alta just really enforced themselves with a ton of backups, sustained possession, multiple looks, multiple shots. And that's how this last minute or so has been as Heroba clears up. That pass too tall as it's trickling through and out.
Out. I feel like one of the few unforced turnovers we've really seen from Alta all game.
And this is, go ahead.
I was just going to say that Olympus needs to capitalize on opportunities like this.
You score here, and that first half feels like a while ago, doesn't it?
It does.
You get a little momentum going. You get a defensive stop. Alta with a miscue. There's a ground ball here, and
trying to do a pass down, pick down, as the ball comes into the offensive box and the ball carrier just gets doubled.
And Schlendorf ends up with it.
Stays Olympus ball.
Klinger here was looking for Taylor, who just came on. Klinger got the edge, and that was deflected on the shot attempt. Backed up, will stay.
Yeah, great effort by Klinger to get that edge and get the shot off. Would like to maybe see him move that, though.
Klinger still with it.
He had two there for a minute.
Yeah. Here's Thompson. Comes near side. Taylor. He'll take that right shot, and that was just wide. Backed up. Thompson giving here with Taylor. That's the other thing, too. Alta's really kept everything outside. Like, there haven't been a lot of lanes for Olympus to really dodge with. There's a quick step here, Taylor.
Yeah, they're definitely doing a good job keeping him out of the middle.
Yep.
Part of what's making it so hard for Olympus to get high-quality shots.
Nice little step through.
I don't think it's a huge problem, especially like if you're just initiating the offense with that first dodge to just have, a nice safe dodge down the alley, but you just got to be really disciplined about moving the ball. You got to draw a slide, move the ball, and then try to get in slide. You don't have to get inside on your first dodge.
Yeah. There's Alta with the clear, and now the Hawks will set up offensively. Talking about this region, Park City defeated Brighton earlier this week, so that's a game as of note. I think Brighton, defending state champs, a lot of thought, they might be the best team in 5A. It's certainly probably one of these four. There's a little room there. The shot and the save by Borden. Boy, he saw that one well.
Yeah, nice save by Borden. And a great shot. Getting pressured on the clear here.
I think we have a timeout taken.
First timeout, I think, by Olympus.
Of the second half.
Of the second half.
Yeah, I think they took one in the first.
Did they?
I think. But timeout. We'll step aside here. 7:55 to go in the third. Welcome back. A timeout there that kind of forced. Borden didn't really have a lot of room to work with. That clock was ticking. Coach Merrill has to use it. Olympus will start here. They'll just have the one timeout left.
Klinger going coast to coast.
Who do you look for offensively here for the Titans, Scott?
I mean, Thompson, just with his size, he had that nice goal earlier.
That's a
He
nice.
should be able to get inside, or at least hopefully not get pushed as he's going down the alley, pushed away from the goal.
One of the rare times where Olympus kind of get it right in front of the goal there with Southwick. His shot was just a bit wide. Backed up and stays here. Here's Thompson.
I'd like to see Klinger get going. He's definitely running the field and working hard in clears and riding the ball, but I'd like to see him get going a little bit better too.
Another time they were trying to feed Southwick right in front of the cage.
Crafty, great offensive player, Southwick. He's a little bit young, but he's going to grow up to be really great.
And that shot is won by Alta. Boy, Alta has just been quick tonight, really on both ends. That was Fredley able to win the chase, and how about that long clear? Oh, couldn't be handled, and Alta with another turnover.
Yeah, a couple of unforced turnovers now. Olympus seeming to do a little bit better job on the ride, forcing these long over passes that are so tough sometimes. Looking to sub on Thompson from the midfield. I'd like to see him go right away. Just go right here. You're in the middle of the field.
He'll give to Taylor back now. There you go,
Stacking on the
Scott.
crease.
What happened last time? I shouldn't say last
Getting
time.
doubled. Move the ball.
It was the first goal of the game. He set up very similarly. Taylor trying to work against Perry.
Move that down. There you go. Move it again. Nice.
Gets around Braxton. The shot on the goal. Boy, how about that finish? Beautiful looking goal there from Cochran.
And that's kind of what I think we've been talking a little bit about almost all game. Olympus doing a lot of just dodging down the alley shot. You got to just make that one more pass. Just make that one more pass to the attackman behind the goal. Bang it to the other side. You can either hitch and get over the top, face dodge, get underneath.
Pair of goals by Olympus here in this third quarter. And I think the other thing, just when we talk about this third quarter, Olympus has been much stronger on possession. Alta was really kind of set up there for about a minute and a half. But Olympus has done a nice job of being able to establish some rhythm as they work this through. A little scoop shot won't go. Smothered there in the crease by Tuller.
I think they're going to say he was pushed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to stay green ball.
Yes, it will. Will come near side. Schlendorf. To the middle, the shot, and that's saved by Tuller.
It's a great move by Schlendorf. Little in, out, in. Gets right in the middle. No slide.
As Alta here now working to clear. That pass too tall for Perry. And it's back to the Titans. Parker will give this to Taylor. There's Bynum coming on here.
Taking a long time to sub some of the defensive middies off. I mean, I'm waiting for Thompson to come on.
Well, he was calling for it. They'll take a shot there,
Klinger.
and Tuller with it. It was actually Taylor calling for it, but the shot taken by Klinger, and I don't mind that at all. I'll try to get him going. You talked about it, Scott.
Yeah. And it was good action. A little pass down, pick down, sweeping over the top. We've seen Alta do several examples of the same thing.
Yep. This fed. Back at X now. Blackham. Starting to see a little bit of rain falling here in Sandy. Here's Braxton. Boy, a hard screen. Cole Lyman skipped across. That was just a touch beyond Beckham. And it is back to
There we go.
Olympus.
They got to capitalize on some of these turnovers.
Yeah, I mean,
They've capitalized on one of them.
I feel like they got to get at least one, maybe two more goals here in the third in order for them to be able to have a shot at this comeback. Here's Thompson. Able to touch it in. Approaching 3 to play. Taylor.
Ooh,
Boy,
ball
had
gets
that
knocked
jarred
out.
loose, yeah. Big hit there by Anthony. Anthony lost his footing, so did Taylor.
Ooh,
Boy, that check coming up high, and the flag coming in. Olympus still with it here. Schlendorf. He's got some room. He'll take the shot, and that's wide and backed up, and we'll get the call. Well, that physicality was ramping up there for about a 20, 30-second window as officials here discussing.
it's definitely been, I feel like, a pretty physical game.
has
You know,
been
both
physical.
teams not necessarily not unnecessarily physical, but you could definitely tell both these teams, lowering their shoulders, putting their heads down, not afraid of contact.
Here's the moment. It's a 2-minute non-releasable. So, Olympus, you've got an opportunity here really late in this third quarter to try to reel off maybe 2-3 goals here.
I think I know that was it's always a point of emphasis every year, but I think that's a rule change. Is if there is any incidental contact to the head, it's going to be starting a 2-minute non-releasable penalty. It used to be any sort of, nice finish
Angle
there.
shot and a goal. There's one for the Titans. Boy, that's a really great job getting it just right near GLE and just taking a step up to get a little bit of a shooting lane. And it was William Southwick, the sophomore, with his first goal of the night.
Great goal by Southwick. Happy to see him get on the board. Great young player for this varsity team.
Boy, and talk about still non-releasable, so Alta still man down here. As this face-off win, Alta can't quite possess it. There it is. And Alta going to take an immediate timeout here. 2:05 to go. Timeout Hawks as they've got about 1:30 left. Man down here. Coach Hiroba wanting to set up his defense. Over 2 to go here in the third. Alta still man down. Got about another minute 30, I believe, as they will start with it here. Leading 10-5. 2 to go.
This is going to be a long penalty kill
Yes,
for
it is.
Alta. I think part of the reason why they wanted to take that timeout was really kind of just to plan for, okay, what are we going to do? What personnel do we want to have on the field? What are we going to do when they try to double us? Because 2 minutes is a long time to be man down.
It is. Olympus hasn't felt like they've been super aggressive defensively yet.
And it's easy to get burned, too. I mean, if you send a double and they split that double, you're in big trouble.
Here's Stout.
So as a defensive coach, do you decide to double somebody like Hiroba or somebody like Stout?
Yeah.
And who could maybe split the defense?
Hiroba playing right back over. There's a shot that was deflected, and Alta with the backup. Got about 25 seconds left on the man down. Hiroba. That pass couldn't be connected, and here comes the Titans. They've got numbers.
Fast break.
Schlendorf on the run, has help to his left, works there. Extra pass in the corner. Rossi couldn't handle that as it trickles near the middle, scooped up by the Hawks, and now the time complete.
Really one of the only fast breaks I feel like we've seen this
Yeah.
game. Clean, fast breaks. Defenses have been doing a good job getting back.
Yes, they have. Lyman, 10 seconds to go in the quarter, working in front, and that could not be on frame. Scooped up by Braxton, right on that sideline, stepped out. So half a second left. Olympus getting the final stop of this third quarter. Is that will do it for our third. 10-5, Alta still leading Olympus as we head to the fourth quarter. When we come back, you're watching KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week, presented by Tab Bank.
With a Tab Spend checking account, you earn big rewards. It's hard to not make a scene.
Cash or card?
Oh, my card's right here.
That's a big card.
You should see how much it's earned me. Sorry, Grandma. Tab Spend isn't just another checking account. It's packed with benefits.
How do I get one?
Just scan this QR code or go to tabbank.com. It's all online and super easy to get started.
Dean Stewart, Scott Kilner with you, 10-5. Alta with the lead, 1 versus 2. And it's been a battle. That first half was dominated by Alta. Great surge by Olympus in that third. And see if they can continue that here in this fourth quarter, Scott.
I mean, it seemed like the thing that really was the difference in the third quarter for Olympus was some of the turnovers by Alta. Looking back at the score, it was 10-2 at the end of the first half. Olympus being able to capitalize on some of those turnovers, scores 3 goals, winning the third quarter. Alta shut out in the third quarter. And we'll see if Olympus can carry some of that momentum into the fourth.
Well, that'll do.
Alta.
Quick pass right to the side of the goal. Cole Lyman scoring his second of the game. And that's a quick answer there for Alta. Talk about any comeback of Olympus. Boy, that squashes momentum real quick.
Real quick. I mean, that was a great look down to Lyman, just sort of sneaking on the doorstep there. Great pass and handle and finish by Lyman.
I think Alta didn't like being shut out in that third quarter.
No, I don't think they did very much. They realized that, the momentum may be swinging in Olympus's favor, and they want to put a stop to that right away.
Face-off win here.
Flag down.
Oh, yeah. Right near midfield. This is Massey. Wait for reinforcements. Play over now with Haddock.
They're locking off Haroba at the midfield line.
That shot was saved, and now we'll get the call. I think a slash is going to be the call here. Will be against Olympus. Alta will go man up here. It'll be Massey to start with it, near side. Haroba leading all scorers with the 4 goals. Worked over with Blackham.
It's pretty. They're locking off Haroba, so they have 4. Instead of a box and 1 man down defense, they're electing to go 4-on-5.
And Alta takes advantage. It's Colby Blackham with his second tonight.
Not something I feel like I see very often, locking off an offensive player when you're man down.
Well, and I think they did it in the first half, too, because you made mention of it, that it gave more room for the offense to operate.
Well, that was in settled 6-on-6.
Oh, was
this
it?
wasn't a man down.
I thought it was still man down in that moment.
That was
Okay.
a settled 6-on-6 situation. Okay. This was not something we see very often. Interesting choice by the defense.
Face-off win here for Olympus. That was Taylor. A shot there is going to be backed up by the Titans. Rossi. give back to Schlendorf. 10 to go. Thought about it, denied by Jace Brown. Bynan. Looking for a little room.
Oh, he's in the crease.
Yep. Hawks.
Great outlet pass.
Here's Perry. Had a long pull goal earlier. He'll peel off now. Here's Haroba. That one high in the air. That had to hit the post, didn't it? And then it goes
bounces
in.
in. Oh, no. I was worried when I saw Borden looking up at the ball, and I was having a hard time tracking it.
I was just waiting for the players to respond. It coming down. That thing went a mile up in the sky.
Yeah.
So we'll credit Braxton Haroba with the goal. That'll be his 5th tonight.
Yeah, that's tough. You know, Borden's had a good game so far tonight. He should keep his head up. That wasn't his fault.
So Olympus had that 3-0 advantage in the third, and in the first 3 minutes of this fourth, it's been 3 unanswered by the Hawks. Here's Taylor.
Nice.
From face-off to the goal.
Awesome.
Olympus with the answer.
I love that. Just winning the ball to himself, running it down the field. Defense doesn't pick him up. Gets right down to the 20-yard line. 10-yard shot on the run, momentum moving at the cage. Just great effort.
I like the response there. As Alta was, getting kind of their confidence mojo back. Taylor, the battle, score is a ground ball here. Still being fought for.
Good ground ball.
Yeah, gathered there eventually.
Oh, it's back on the
Opie.
ground.
Here's Perry. Boy, he's been strong tonight. I'll give with Anthony. Now Bennett Hurst. Haven't called his name much tonight. Working through a screen, a bounce shot and a save. That hit off the post. Borden did just enough, I think, to deflect and then ringed wide. Here's Rossi. Olympus bringing on Bynan. Fed in front. That shot high on the look there by Thompson.
Great look.
Olympus done a better job getting the ball in front of the cage in this second half, too. That first half, everything was outside.
Yeah.
Third quarter, fourth quarter, they've been able to work 5 to 8 yards in front.
The shooting just is a little bit different compared to Alta. I feel like they're getting better looks, but they're just not capitalizing on as many of them.
Yep. Cochran lost it. Freely working ahead to Anthony. Try to go near side, gathered by Massey. JJ will send up to the point. Staker, who had the first goal of the game, works this over with Lyman. Massey's going to take that. Kind of back to what we saw in that first half from Alta, just disciplined, patient offense.
Yeah, really now it's especially with where we are, 6 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. There's no reason to rush anything.
Yeah.
Just clean possessions.
That shot saved by Borden. Oh, that clear, just a touch long, and off the bounce is Braxton Haroba. Right back up with the Hawks. Oh, fed in front. That was disrupted by Olympus.
Oh, it's in front of the goal.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought that was the ball, but I couldn't tell. Borden a little scoop to himself.
In pressure, in trouble here.
Ground ball.
Kind of just got tied. Just got tied up. Couldn't get his hands on his stick to make the pass and get rid of the ball.
And we'll go back here to Olympus.
I'm not sure what that call was actually.
Coming ahead, that was just a touch off the mark for Bynan. Now Friedley. A little bit of room there. Instead, Blackham will go back to having patience.
They're locking off Haroba up at the midfield.
Christensen gets the pleasure for Olympus. Pass here with Anthony, now back at X. Here's JJ. Off that screen. Nice help. Shot there is wide and hits off of Anthony. As that will head out, and it should be... Oh, I'll give it to Alta.
Alta still being very patient. Trying to burn some of this clock.
Beckham Roba, that one.
Ooh, great shot.
Yeah, it hit off the post, I believe. A shot there, and that one scores. Boy, a rip from Beckham Haroba as he scores to make it 14-6 Hawks.
Yeah, just tough go there for Borden. Haroba just that low to high riser, changing planes. Not particularly, a little bit different from Alta. Not kind of a low angle shot, but just great shot placement, velocity.
Well, he was able to fight a couple off and did a really good job, but just the tenacity of Alta just continuing to possess and put pressure on, eventually able to beat Borden there. Olympus coming away with it.
It's a good ground ball.
Oh, just missed.
That was Aki with the shot.
Had a goal tonight. Rossi will play back up. 3 to play. Schlendorf coming around. He'll take the shot, and that is saved. Alta looking on the quick clear for Perry. That one too far in front. Did he keep that in?
Oh, my gosh, he saved it.
Wow.
What an amazing effort. Diving, keeping the ball from going out. His teammate's right there to pick it up.
And that official was right on that line, too.
Yeah.
He was all over that call. Here's Hurst. That pass got knocked down. Still here with Alta. Lost his footing, looking for help there, trickling through. JJ, he'll take the shot and score. Massey once again for Alta makes it 15-6.
I think that's his second goal on the night.
I think his third? I don't know if my math is adding up, though, so that's a leap of faith statement.
Second
there.
or third? The cap's still in the...
He's got multiple goals tonight.
See
how we navigate that?
But yeah, just another nice play by Massey. Left-handed shooter, so crafty, changing planes. Just tough. Just Alta's shooting's just been so on point tonight. I feel like when they're getting opportunities, they're just canning. So many of them.
And I would love to know what their shot speed is, because some of these are absolute rockets.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm sure these guys are shooting at least 80 miles an hour. Some of them.
That pass across will roll out, head back here to Olympus with 1:45 left. You know, and should state, I mean, we talk about Olympus and this team. This is the most goals they've given up, and it's not close. The most goals they had given up coming into tonight was 11 to Corner Canyon, and they've given up 15, and that includes Alta going scoreless in the third. So it just speaks a little bit to how good Alta's been as that heads off the crossbar. No, did that score? Officials here are going to converse, and they're going to rule that a goal.
Huh.
All right.
We've seen some funky goals tonight.
And it's been on that same north goal.
Yeah. Oh, there's a player down?
Yeah,
No.
It looks like Klinger. A little slow to his feet.
I did not think that was. I mean, obviously the officials are on the field. They're a lot closer than we are. They're, I'm sure, doing their best and making the call that they feel is correct. But I did not think that was a goal. I thought it was off the bar.
I thought it was too, but the way Alta responded, no one from Alta was quick. I mean, it looked like everyone from Alta was kind of like, oh, man, we just gave up a goal.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if maybe the body length, I don't know. That was odd.
Either. Good face-off win.
Batterman bringing ahead here for the Titans. Kind of figure in this region, I don't know that anyone goes undefeated. I mean, you can lose to an Alta. It makes those Brighton and Park City games super important for Olympus, but I just think how tough this Region 6 is. Great move there. That shot, a riser that is backed up.
Yeah, Klinger's so quick and shifty. Just one quick move down the alley. Plenty of room to get the shot off. Just goes over the cage.
They'll give here Cochran, and now over with Taylor. Got a little lane here. Taylor taking the shot and scoring. Great move there by Chase Taylor.
Just really love the angle from the dodge where he started. I mean, where he started, being able to take that, not getting pushed off, and we call that a push dodge, and pushing the defender into the middle of the field, going down the alley. I mean, he took that from roughly maybe the 16, 17-yard line, left-handed, just overhand bouncer.
Now, here's an interesting thing. We talked about Olympus and the goals given up. Alta coming in, they've given up double-digit goals in 3 straight games. They were well on pace to break that tonight. You've got 35 seconds left. Olympus could keep that streak going. Here's a shot, and that one just fended off. Good save there by Tuller.
Love the sense of urgency that Olympus is playing with, but they're just playing with it too late.
Too late. And I think we saw this coming out of the second half, right? It looked like a different team in that second half. Maybe got blitzed a little bit early. Maybe got shell-shocked, but this has been kind of what I expected to see from Olympus tonight, what we've seen in the second half.
Yeah.
This one sent down. Final seconds coming off, and that will do it. Alta able to hand Olympus the loss. Number 2, better than number 1 on this Friday night. Scott, your final thoughts and a selection of a Tab Bank player of the game.
Well, I really thought the most impressive really was just the team offense from Alta with so many players getting on the board. We got Horoba with 4 goals, Perry with 1, Hilbig with 1, Massey with several, Lyman with 2, We got Blackham with 3. So just a lot of guys all contributing on offense, just really crisp ball movement. I think and the defense really for Alta too, making it really tough for Olympus, not getting anything easy inside. Olympus really had to work to get some of those higher quality looks, and really kind of throwing Olympus's offense off their game. And so really hats off to Alta. I mean, this was the 1-2 in the power rankings.
Yep.
And, I mean, it seems like, there was maybe a clear number 1 now going forward.
And there are plenty of others that will throw their names in that hat by the time that region play is done.
But, yeah, I think in terms of a player of the game, I think it's got to be Massey. I just thought Massey was so effective in multiple ways on offense. He was a distributor. He was a scorer. He was playing down below at attack. He was coming out of the box and playing in the midfield. Just really impressed with Massey's overall offensive performance.
Great game. Alta, boy, they look super strong tonight. Like the resilience of Olympus trying to fight back, but as you mentioned, just maybe a little, too late, or too late to get things going for Olympus. 15-8 your final score as Alta defeats Olympus. And congratulations, J.J. Massey, your Tab Bank Player of the Game. We want to thank you for joining us. For Tino Psyche, Scott Kellner, my name is Dane Stewart. We will have games of the week the rest of the way as we take you all the way to region and state championships on KSLSports.com as Alta, the number 2, defeats number 1 Olympus 15-8.